it has already passed half the year. And the fact is that you have promised yourself huge things at the beginning of the year, but there is a very high chance you didn't do any of them. Don't worry, it is not the time to blame anyone. The year has 6 more months to go, and if you use them properly, you can become a much better person. I'm going to tell you one of the ways you can use those months properly, and that thing is reading books. Maybe you read them before. Maybe you think that they are boring. But I'm telling you, books do change things in an unimaginable scale. If you read fantasy, that would absolutely help you in no way. Reading fantasy is good for dopamine, but not for anything else. Maybe you read motivational books, but they are also useless if you don't have routine or discipline. Today I'm going to tell you exact books to read if you want to change. First book you should read is Notes from Underground by Fyodor Dostoevsky. This book talks about humans' inner psychology and diversity of the human brain. Main character in this book is a very smart guy. He is aware of a human being that he is. He thinks that he is worse than he actually is. And that is the main point. You often think you are far away and that you are worse than you actually are. Main topics of this book are human inner psychology, questions about moral, and about religion. If you are in for some psychology, this would be the right option for you. Next book you should definitely read is The Gambler by Fyodor Dostoevsky. This book talks about addiction and how people can use you for their gain. And if you get along with right people, you will become a much better person. This book isn't like that cheap 1-minute motivation that you randomly get at 3 a.m. No, this book gets into the depth of addiction and how it destroys your life. People don't trust you, closest to you leave you, and how we are able to sacrifice everything for a few minutes of dopamine. Next book you should read is much longer than the previous one. It is none other than 1984 by George Orwell. This book talks about the politics of this world, specifically about how governments can be authoritarian. This is a fancy word, but the meaning is simple. It means that government can watch you and listen to you, feed you with their propaganda and fake meaning of things. It is a huge masterpiece, and I definitely recommend it. It really helps to realize why politics rule the world. The next book is a self-help book, and it would be no other than Meditations by Marcus Aurelius. Marcus was a Roman emperor who was known for his wisdom. This book shapes your vision into an entirely new one. This is no motivational book. This is purely self-help. This book taught me to fear no one and not to waste your time, no matter how young you might be. This book is universal and cannot get old. If you want improvement, I highly recommend it. And the last but not least would definitely be Man's Search for Meaning by Viktor Frankl. This is a very good book, and I would highly recommend it. The author of this book was an Austrian psychiatrist who was captured by the Germans during the Second World War and sent straight to Auschwitz. There he made a conclusion. A man will survive if he has a will too. And that is oddly similar to the saying of Friedrich Nietzsche. He who has a why to live can bear almost anyhow. And that would be it for today. If you liked this content, please leave a like or subscribe. That would really mean something to me. And thank you for watching this. I hope I helped you in some way.